You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Baby Daddy After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Baby Daddy After Show.
You never know what's around me. Big adventure, all brand new. When you
I don't know.
I like curious y'all.
Hey guys, welcome. We're here for another episode of Baby Daddy. This is season 3, episode 16. I'm your host, Annika Michelle, and with me, of course, is my wonderful co-host,
Greek Casanova, Andreas.
Yes, aka Andreas.
Andreas Sgourdos.
But in case you're wondering why we started with the Curious George song, it's because this episode is called
Curious Georgie.
Yeah, so we had to start with Curious George.
Oh, she's so hot.
That voice, oh my god, Creepster 5000 right here.
Yeah, I think all the male fans could agree she's probably one of the hottest guest stars we've had on Baby Daddy.
She's very pretty.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
All the
hopefully
way
she'll
from
be here one day.
Australia. Yeah.
You mean England?
She's actually from Australia.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh.
She puts
I
on
thought
an
you said
English accent. You're from Australia.
I am from Australia, it's true.
So, what's up?
There it is, hey. I like this episode, it was interesting. I just want to, well, I guess I'll say when we get to it, but go ahead.
Was I supposed to say
I don't know,
something?
you look like you were about, like, mid-sentence.
No, I was going to say, how was that chili you had before the show?
Okay, yes, I just want to say thank you. We were watching the episode together, and obviously, you guys know.
Sounds so romantic. We're together. We're eating chili together when we
eating
watch the
chili.
episode. No big deal.
Yeah, we were watching the episode together, and you guys know that he lives with Derek and Jean-Luc. So I went over and I was like, I'm starving, I want to get food. But they were in the middle of watching the episode, so I ended up watching the episode with them, and JL joined us, and he made some amazing chili. So thank you, JL, 1, for feeding us, and 2, for watching the episode shirtless with us in your Superman pajama
Yeah,
pants.
ladies, he can cook. And when he eats and watches himself on TV, he wears Superman PJs with
And
no
no
top.
top, guys. You guys missed out. We should have probably taken a photo.
Yeah, that would have been great. She could have popped it up on
Popped
the
it
screen.
right on up.
But no, it was good chili, so.
It was amazing chili. So if you guys are wondering, he's a great cook, and thank you again for feeding me, so we didn't have to go get food beforehand.
True story. Now she's got all her nutrition in her, and
I
she's going to
do.
be able to maintain a good solid 20, 30 minute of Baby Daddy
Yeah.
talk. So
Woo-hoo.
yeah, episode.
Episode.
Danny, contract renegotiation.
Yeah. So, okay, this is kind of like in real time. Not real, but it is. Right now there's the draft going on for the NFL.
Yeah.
So, obviously they do that in hockey and stuff like that too, but I just wonder how many people, like Valerie's character, played the manager.
She's the first, her character is the first female general manager in the NHL.
Okay.
She looks like she just got back from a CrossFit training
You did
session.
say that during the
She's
show.
jacked.
She is very, very fit.
So yeah, she's going to give Derek a run for his money
Yeah.
as far as abdominal muscles go.
I don't know though, because Derek is very tall and he has a lot of like room to have abdominal muscles.
True.
Whereas she's a lot shorter.
Yeah, what was Bonnie? Because Bonnie's her Derek's
Manager.
manager, Danny's manager,
Right.
and it's like, why would she even think that anybody would want to trade Danny with abs like that? Plus, he's so marketable. Remember, he had that one episode where he's doing the energy drink.
I do. Yes. Oh my gosh, what was it called?
It was like a Japanese.
yeah.
That was a good episode.
Okido okay. Yeah.
And he like had too much and ran into the thing. That was funny. But yeah, I don't know.
But they have to like play drama somehow because we don't ever see Derek skating.
We do though. He got into a fight.
He did for like a brief moment up against the glass.
Yeah. But that was like a moment where we got to go in and see actually him and his like.
I wish we could see it more often.
Yeah.
Like, why don't they go support him at the games more often?
Because they have this love triangle going on. There's, they
They're
got
busy.
they got to focus on the baby Emma. They got to focus on Riley. They got so many things to focus on.
Yeah.
And I feel like the viewers would get bored. Plus, as a hockey player, you have to wear a lot of clothes and padding, and it's going to cover up Derek's best features.
Yeah.
So it's like we either can see him in a helmet and a bunch of pads, or we could see him in a bath towel walking around,
And I'm
shirtless.
sure the girls, of course, love the bat towel.
Yeah.
option.
Plus, it's like I don't know. Like, hockey is a Canadian sport. It's not like, you know, not that many people follow it.
Especially in New York.
I mean, I love hockey. I got into it because of Jean-Luc.
Yeah.
So.
We were just watching it too.
Yeah, watching the, what game was that?
I
The
have no
Kings
idea.
game.
Kings versus somebody at the
Oh, yeah,
Staples
and
Center.
it's crazy because Derek on the show plays for the New York Rangers, and the New York Rangers are in the playoffs.
They were just on yesterday. They did a game.
They lost.
Not Derek, but the Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I thought this whole story was interesting because it shows Bonnie, she's kind of like the control freak, and she's trying to take, you know, control of his career, and it seems like she's doing more harm than good. And it seems like, you know, Bonnie's character does that a lot. And
it's true. And I just feel like there's more momagers, I guess, I've come across in the entertainment industry versus the sports. So I wonder how many people, like Valerie's character, if this was going on, would have to deal with actual momagers.
I would say in sports,
Probably not that many,
I've never even heard of a momager in sports. It just seems like it wouldn't work out because there's so much contract negotiation.
Yeah.
And it seems like lawyers and entertainment or like sports lawyers and attorneys aren't going to even want to deal with that. So I think momager is something that, you know, blossomed in Hollywood because you see all these childhood stars. I think when you're at an age where you're playing a professional level sport, there's no way in hell you're not gonna see LeBron James asking his mom to manage his
Kobe
career.
Bryant.
But somebody who like is on a Disney show who's like 5 or 6, obviously their mom's going to take control of their career, and by the time they're like 18, 19, or 20, they're going to be like, why am I going to leave? She's been helping me out since you know, day one. So it's funny. I think Eric Zimmerman and whatchamacallit, wrote this out. I don't know why I'm spacing on his name, but it was funny, like word of the day. Just like, you know, like in the episode, his character just had like, it just kind of pokes fun at his character as being not the most intelligent, brightest character, because randomly he would say like a word, and obviously that's completely out of his vocabulary. And he has like one of those word of the day calendar things, and I thought that was funny. It was kind of like a ongoing running joke, which was like appropriate, and it's something that I thought was pretty funny in that episode.
Yeah, it was good. So Valerie's character obviously hooked up with Tucker.
Oh yeah, so Tucker in this episode, obviously he works for the Mary Hart show.
Yes. I love how he ended up in the negotiation. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Tucker always weasels his way into the situation somehow.
Always does. Like, you can't.
He's not always necessarily part of like the whatever's
going on.
Yeah, the drama. But he's able to weasel his way in some sort of way. And this way, he's able to get into Valerie's office.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Valerie's like, "Who the hell are you? And what are you doing in my office?"
Yeah.
So he has a camera crew for the Mary Hart show, and Valerie's kind of eating it up.
Random.
Yeah, just to give Danny's character more buzz.
Yeah.
Like, don't get rid of him. He's such like a essential part of your team, and he's such an asset. And Valerie and Tucker end up having a meeting at the bar, and I'm at the meeting.
He was a creepster in the meeting. Do you guys see him? You guys, they screenshot. You screenshotted it last week, I think, but I don't know.
It's like the creepiest thing in the world. It's like me in the background, and it looks
Melissa
like I'm
and Tucker
plotting
talking.
to kill the only African American character on the show. I'm just like chilling in the background, and I have something in my mouth, and I'm chewing. And then the continuity in this episode is kind of weird because I'm chewing, and then there's a cut to Tucker, and then the two shot, and I disappear from the scene. And then when they cut back to Tucker and they cut back to the two shot, I'm there. I suddenly appear. I feel like it was really creepy. I was creeped out. I'm surprised they kept that.
His eyes were pure evil, everybody.
Yeah, I was like staring right into the camera.
I know.
I didn't even remember
intense.
that. I don't even know what I was eating. I think I was eating pretzels.
Probably Cheerios.
Yeah, I know pretzels.
Okay, pretzels.
I stole Emma's. We were talking about that earlier.
They're always feeding this poor child. Not poor, but you know.
The baby is
always eating.
Yeah, she's always. Jill was talking about it earlier. That he hides Cheetos in his Cheerios in his pockets and stuff to make her do things like she's a dog almost.
Like, here's a treat.
Yeah, so anytime she does something right, she.
Yeah, but even when Jill was holding her, or Ben, I should say, was holding her at the end scene, like when Riley comes in and he's like, I think she likes me. And there she is, the little baby with Cheerios handful in her hand. True. I was like, this girl was I always saw them giving this kid a food. But,
and what's funny, she had her first line ever. Remember?
What did she say? She's like,
beep, beep. Which is a different storyline, which we could transition to now, or do you want to?
Yeah, we can just get into it.
Should we touch on one more thing? Tucker hooks up with Valerie. That was awesome.
He finally got some lovin'.
And yeah, and she was cute, and they hooked up in the bar, It seems like a lot of people are hooking up in the bathroom bar because as we transition into the next storyline.
Yeah. Although it wasn't a full hookup going on, but it did look like it.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely, it must be co-ed bathrooms or something.
He snuck into the guys. I looked at the sign.
Oh, it did?
They snuck in Riley to the boys.
Yeah, so now we have this new character that I'm in love with, Georgie. Yes. And so we got Riley, Ben, Philip, and Georgie. So Georgie is Philip, Chris O'Shea, played by Chris O'Shea, who's been on the show a couple times.
Yes.
That's his sister.
On the show. Not in real life.
No, not in real life. Yeah. And yeah, so she comes in the picture, and she's
coming to visit town, and it's the first time she's meeting Riley.
Yeah, and she has to have, obviously, she wants a good first impression because she's dating this girl's brother, and
I don't know if she cared about a first impression. I think Riley was more nervous.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Riley wanted a really good first impression.
Of course.
Because everybody knows Riley's a sweetheart, and she's trying her hardest to make things work and come across as being likable, and sometimes sacrificing her own happiness for other people. She's definitely a giver, her character. So.
Riley's character is definitely one of a kind, and I like that Chelsea plays her.
Yeah. But right off the bat in this episode, you see Philip, you see how comfortable Riley is with Ben while they're sitting on the couch and talking, and Philip comes in and it's like, I'm so surprised you guys never had anything.
They were like giving baby Emma the
they're
flying.
doing the Superman.
Yeah, Superman.
And that's when Riley pulls Ben aside and says, don't mention anything.
And by his side, he means she throws Ben on the bed when Philip's about to come on and he's shirtless and climbs over him to get out the door.
Yeah, that was funny because you were there.
Yeah.
Were you there when they filmed that?
No, that was filmed on Thursday.
Yeah, he just kept taking his shirt off.
Yeah.
I mean, and I heard the director and stuff talking about it, just different ways he would pose with his shirt off, which was more flattering. I thought it was pretty funny. And the thing I noticed about Ben's character, much like Tucker's character, is they do a lot of slapstick, over the top physical comedy, like when they're falling and tripping and stuff like that, and I think it works really well.
It does.
Because Ben doesn't necessarily get the funniest lines in the show, but he'll take a line, it might not necessarily be the funniest line, but he'll add a little something to it, much like Kramer would in Seinfeld when he would walk through the door, he would do the leg kick or the snap, and he would make it individualize it and make it his own. And
he definitely, and Melissa also has a lot of physical characteristics that she does, her facials are just like whatever I don't know, I can't do it, I can't even try to do it, but she does it in every episode at least once.
Yeah, she's got crazy facial she's like the female version of Jim Carrey. She can
yes, Jim
her
Carrey.
Face is so versatile.
It really is though.
She can emote so much, and then her eyes get really big.
And she always makes these sounds with emotion, I can't do it. I'm not even gonna try. But
practice. Come back next episode. And
that'll be my homework.
Learn 4 signature sounds that Melissa does.
Okay.
Bonnie does.
I'm gonna do it.
And then hopefully, we've been trying to get her on the show.
We have been. But hopefully she'll come Facebook. In soon.
Maybe we should bring the show to her.
Marissa,
can we do that? Can we bring the show to her?
Can we just move to,
We could do
Could we get a mobile AfterBuzz?
Yeah, we have that.
Sweet, we could sit next to her.
The trailer.
At her Silver Lake home, next to her fireplace, and we'll just be sitting. It'll be a really intimate show. You can be there. We'll bring a dog.
One camera setup.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Thanks.
It'd be fun.
So she's down.
We're done. All we need to do is just go.
And then we could get her to do these we can get her to do all her sound effects.
We'll do a verses.
And do a soundboard, so then we could prank call people with Melissa's voice.
Oh my gosh, this went to a whole.
Did you ever do that when you were younger?
Prank call people?
Do the soundboard on your computer where you call people on your computer and then you have an Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did you ever do that?
No.
And you just press something and okay. Anyways, going off on.
If you guys do that, please comment. I want to know how many of y'all do this stuff. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's no, I didn't do that.
Yeah. No, that wasn't me.
But going back to this one, so Riley, obviously, Georgie, Philip is thinking something's going on.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame him. It's kind of obvious.
Yeah, you can't hide the connection that Riley and Ben have. And Philip is no dummy.
No, he's not.
He's a smart bloke, and he catches him. You know, on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
Well, one being in the bar in the bathroom.
Okay, well, that was a little different. That's not what it seemed like.
Yeah.
As you guys know, Riley obviously got something spilled on her shirt, and Ben's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just give you mine. Well, my question is, was he planning on just being shirtless the rest of the episode, or what was he planning on doing? Like wearing his work
I didn't think
clothes?
they thought that far ahead.
I don't think they did.
I think the writers just wanted them to get caught in like
a bathroom stall naked.
A situation where it didn't look good on their part.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so, obviously, then the stall, and like Ben's shirt is off, Riley's shirt is off.
How did he? My question is, what was he? That was creepy. That scene when Ben's in the stall with Riley, and then we have Philip. You ever watch a show Home Improvement with Tim Allen?
Yeah.
You know the neighbor who
Yeah,
you would
who
like
you
look
only
over
see
the
through like a little bit through the fence.
I got that vibe with Philip's character when he's like looking over the fence. I'm like, all right, he either grew like 6 inches.
He like stood on the toilet, duh.
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah.
So there's, okay, so he was in the stall next to him.
Yeah,
on the
he
toilet.
was next to him on the toilet.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, this guy grew a lot, or he's been like doing
He's
a lot
on
of
Derek's
CrossFit
shoulders.
pull-ups. He's standing on Taj. Taj is in like a tabletop position. Like multiple things could have been happening.
Oh my god, that would have been amazing though with Taj. That would have been hilarious.
Anytime someone could stand on Taj or lift Taj up, it's funny. I want to see like Melissa Bonnie put Taj on like a torture rack and just like spin him around.
It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, it's going to actually. Something along those lines. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The dancing episode. You remember?
Uh-huh.
So it's like, honestly, you guys
You need to keep watching.
need to tune in because one of the funniest moments in this whole television show is going to happen in a...
Don't ruin it. Just
No. It's just,
tease
it's
it.
funny.
It is funny.
It involves Tucker, Bonnie, and dancing.
And that's all you need to know.
Yes.
That'll keep you tuned in for it, for sure.
I think one of my funniest, I think one of the funnier lines this episode, it doesn't have to do with this plot line, it was back to the first one, was when Danny was talking about things he wanted to be, and he was too tall to be an astronaut and too afraid of cowboys to be too afraid of horses to be a cowboy.
Yeah. That
It's
was
funny.
Danny.
Because when he was on the show, he actually said in real life, remember in that interview, he was like, I said,
Yeah.
you know, in the interview, I was hogging, and you and Francisco
the 20
couldn't
questions?
talk.
Yeah,
Or like, if you could be, I said, if you could be anything, what would it be? He's like, I would be an astronaut, but I'm too tall. So it's funny because the writers have a pretty good working relationship with the actors on the show.
They do. They're very close.
So like, they actually listen and see what their interests are, their hobbies
Yeah.
are, and they're able to implement it in the show. So
Which is pretty cool because not many other shows do that. They don't care.
yeah, they don't really.
No.
And then it's funny, like seeing Ben's bedroom, like Jail and I were watching the car auctions today. He's obsessed with classic cars and muscle cars, and he likes to restore cars and work on his cars. And his whole room is just covered with cars. So
Yeah.
in that way, like he's a lot like his character as far as hobbies and stuff go. But yeah, back to
this episode. I have to say though, it's kind of funny. Like, I get that they're in the guys' bathroom, so maybe they're sneaking. But why do they both have to get in the same stall? That was my question. Because even Riley's like, "Don't look," and she's in her like cute little bra, and like, but I'm like, why can't you just get in the stall next door and throw the shirt over?
because then
It wouldn't have been as funny. I get it.
there would have been no conflict.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. But it's just funny, like that they both just snuck into the same stall, not even thinking twice about it.
Yeah, and she's wearing a really cute bra.
She's wearing a really cute bra. And she's like, "Don't look! Oh my God, don't close your eyes!" And he's like, "Why?" And like, "You look great."
Close your eyes. Oh my God, what are these? Hey, where
Look
these
at my
come
cute
from?
bra.
Yeah, and then right after that, it's that Victoria's Secret commercial.
The Giselle Bundchen. Yes, it
awesome.
really was right after that.
Yeah, ABC Family, good for you and all those commercials. It was like Victoria's Secret commercial. And
Yeah, with
then,
H&M with Giselle Bundchen.
and then Miranda Kerr. Wait, no.
No,
that
it was
a
the
different commercial.
H&M with Giselle Bundchen
Where
singing.
she's like, "Da-na-na,
Yeah.
dun-dun-na-na,
Yep,
dun-"
that's it.
Yeah, we're gonna make a video of us dancing
We
to
can't. I saw a little preview. It's gonna be hilarious.
that. Yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned, guys, because JL is gonna post on his Instagram page pretty soon. We're gonna make a video making fun of the Giselle Bunsen. What's her last name? Bunsen.
Giselle
Burner. Bunchen.
Bundchen? Yeah, I think
Bunchen
so.
burner.
Bundchen, right? I think it's something like that. Whatever, it's hard to pronounce. Giselle
Marissa's like,
Bundchen,
shut
yeah.
up, I don't care. She's on her Facebook right now, like liking. but
Bunchen.
Bunchen. Oh,
yeah.
she's good. She's actually like
Yeah.
cool. Bunchen. So yeah.
It was a good teaser dance that I saw, so you guys will love the video, I'm sure.
So what do you think about Georgie's character?
Well, I like her. I just think she needs to be a little nicer to Riley. Obviously, at the end of this episode, Riley and Philip broke up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, spoiler alert.
I mean, they saw it.
No, I'm just
you know.
Hashtag spoiler.
But, and I have to say, because you were talking about this earlier, the sweater that Philip was wearing. Why did they put him in a Mr. Rogers sweater?
I feel like wardrobe just gave up on his
Mr.
character.
Rogers' neighborhood.
After watching him, like, honestly, I don't really care. I'm a straight dude. I'm not really into fashion. Look what I'm wearing. I got a free T-shirt on Hollywood Boulevard for going to see, like, the, what movie was this? This was, like, the Seven Dwarf Hunchman movie. I got a free T-shirt.
Oh my God.
So I don't really care about the fashion that much. But I care about it when it's distracting to me as a viewer in a negative way.
Right.
And the two things that distracted me in this episode was Riley's obnoxious pearls that took up half her, like, was like half her body weight. It was like half her body weight. And it was distracting. I felt like she was getting in
like choked by it.
Strenuous neck workout, and she was going to pass out and tap out because she was done. And then Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, thrift shop, Macklemore.
It was so long.
Sweater that looked like it should have had a hole for him to put his thumbs on because it was covering up his knuckles. It looked like it looked like a retired writer in Connecticut sitting in his, like, house writing
Soaking a cigar in his, like, recliner with this.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I just think they could have done a better job.
It was weird. And I mean, you said Georgie's going to be back for other episodes, but I think this is the last we see of Philip this season.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
But, I mean,
He might be back on AfterBuzz, though.
He might.
We'll get him and Mallory, Georgie on the show. But I like Georgie's character because she seems like she's just got her brother's best interest at heart, and she's trying to protect him because she's a loving sister.
Yeah. I just wish she was a bit more nice. She was coming on to Ben, and Ben was, like, flirting with her a bit, too, obviously.
Yeah, I thought it was funny when Melissa Bonnie was like, oh, Ben will hit on anything with a pulse.
Yeah.
Look. And it...
The poor girl's sitting there. She's like, sorry, honey, I'm sure you're great.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Just
it was...
Bonnie being funny. Bonnie being Bonnie.
Bonnie being Bonnie. That's exactly what it is. It's Bonnie being Bonnie.
What else about this episode? Do you have anything to add? Did we miss something?
No, I think we got it. They broke up. So, okay, wait. So they broke up.
Mm-hmm.
Ben did confess that he, like, is sorry. And he's
we
like,
missed, like, the whole part of this.
Yeah, so Ben did confess. But now my thing is, they obviously did. They had that moment. Now that Riley is single, do you think Ben's going to swoop in? I know you know the answer, but just pretend you don't.
Whatever I say, it's going to... is Ben going to swoop in?
Okay, so Riley's single now.
Yeah.
They both confess that they're sorry, you know?
I don't know, probably not.
It's Ben, yeah, I don't think so.
There's no point because you got to have the, like, viewer anticipating what's going to happen next. What's the next move?
Well, I mean, he could still swoop in and take her on a date for one episode.
Here's the thing: if he swoops in, it's probably going to be a good swoop because he's already made all the mistakes possibly. Like,
do you think so? I think he can make more.
You think he can continue making mistakes?
Oh, for sure. I think they're not going to let him off from making mistakes.
But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, he could swoop in.
I kind of want him to.
Maybe he goes after Mallory. Georgie's character.
I mean, yeah, maybe he does.
She's tall, so maybe she might be attracted to
Derek? Danny?
Danny, who knows? Danny hasn't really had a relationship. Hasn't had a solid relationship this season.
His last one was the girl he slept with, the reporter.
Yeah, and it sucks because Tucker, the one that we want to get into a relationship, it seems like, you know, I mean, he gets his one-night stands in and, like, his little flings, but he's not really taken seriously. And I like to see him in a relationship. I like to see his character evolve a little more. And
he had a girlfriend for, like, 2 episodes.
Not even. On the phone he breaks up. That was funny. That was a good episode.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see Tucker's character grow a little more on the show.
Mm-hmm.
See him in a relationship. Possibly get Danny in a relationship.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to see Ben and Riley just work on their friendship and maybe go out just platonically and just see where it can go from there. Just making him jump in a relationship again, I don't think it's going to end well.
Not a relationship. I'm just saying, like, maybe swoop in and take her on a date.
Yeah, maybe. She deserves to be
swooped in for.
Yeah, I mean, she's been left on a train. She's all sorts of things have happened to her throughout this season that makes you just continue feeling bad for her. So, boom. Philip's gone. His sister's in. She's banging. Hopefully she'll be on the show.
Andreas' wish will come true.
Another good episode of Baby Daddy.
Yes. Thanks, guys, for watching.
News and gossip?
I don't have any, do you? Thanks again, JL, for the chili.
Yeah. Derek's in South Africa. Go on his Instagram. He's shirtless. Same old Derek. More shirtless pictures. Oh, and news and gossip. Everybody wish Jean-Luc the best of luck because he's going to be going to Europe. So follow his Instagram. He's going in June. He's going to be all over Europe. up. So, I mean, if you're a fan, if you want to stalk him, go on his Instagram page and maybe you can follow him and show up at a pub or something. But I don't know if he's going to be able to come on the show before he leaves, but if not, he says hello.
He does.
And so does Wilson. I'm the real Wilson. Follow him. He's the baby daddy dog who needs to get a couple lines in on the show.
That would be funny.
And then we have that funny episode coming up that we can't really talk about that much, but Dancing, Tucker, and Bonnie. So something to look forward to.
Stay tuned. We have some more guests coming in, so you guys will be excited for that too.
And there's only 4 episodes left of the season.
That's crazy.
Time
is flying fast.
Yeah, flown by. Past tense.
Really
flown.
fast.
Flew. I fly.
Yes.
All right, so yeah.
Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Greek Casanova. Boom.
Done and done. You can find me on Instagram too, Annika Michelle 1, and my website, AnnikaMichelle.com.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks, Marissa.
Thank you, Marissa.
Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.